Hello viewer, my name is Chris Allison and I want you to join me while I restore my 1980 Chevy Cheyenne. I want to do this to show that you don't need a huge shop, you don't need a big sponsorship and salaries and all that, and to restore a vehicle like this. You can do it in your own shop. I don't have tons of time. I work Monday through Friday. I'm off on the weekends, usually Saturday's baseball. So about the only time I get to work on this thing is Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon, if I don't have to mow. So it is possible. We can all take time. It's gonna take me 2 years, probably 2 to 3 years to restore this truck. So I have it stripped down to the frame, and that's where we're going to start this series. I'm pretty sure everybody knows how to take stuff apart, so I thought I would just take you and show you step by step on how I put it back together. I'm not an expert. I don't know everything about these trucks, but hopefully we'll both learn something as we go. Thank you. Enjoy the series. So here is our starting point. I have basically taken everything I could outside of rivets and stuff like that off of the frame of this whole truck, and I have run that wire wheel all the way around it everywhere I could reach. Just doing a little bit of experimenting with some primer paint. I don't know what I'm going to use for an undercoat yet, but you know, this is just all you need. You know, I mean, I don't have a car lift. I don't have any fancy equipment or nothing like that. Just a couple sawhorses, and once it's stripped down this far, you can pick it up yourself. This has been the hardest part. All this stuff inside here, this thing was just coated in oil and grease and everything else. And that oil and that sand get together and it just kind of makes a concrete almost. You can still see I got all that stuff I got to clean up. Here's a common issue, and we'll make a whole video on this about doing these repairs. This is for the power steering bracket. It's very common for these to break, and as you can see, mine did. It was like that when I got the truck. But we're gonna buy a kit, and I'll make a whole series on showing how to show that, or at least a video. But yeah, I mean, you know, stuff like that is what you're gonna find as you restore these things. Clean them up. That's the biggest part of it, is cleaning. So, and then I got to clean up the axle and everything like that. So we'll carry on. Here is some of the material that I'm going to use. I'm not going to put the bed back on this truck. I'm going to build a flatbed for it. That way we can haul anything we want. It'll basically be a 3/4 ton single cab, 4-wheel drive truck. But we'll have a whole, probably a couple videos on that when I'm building that, putting that all together. So stay tuned for that. Here's the cab of the truck. Got to continue pulling out some of the air conditioning stuff, a couple switches, but I've already pulled everything out. As you can see, I do have a little bit of rust damage right here on the rockers. We're going to do a series on cutting those out, welding new ones in. You know, and as of right now, I don't have a TIG welder, but I'm gonna save up and buy one. Got a little bit of rust right there and there. Kind of worse on this side, but it'll all just be a learning process. We'll sand it down and paint it and do everything right here in the shop, and it may not be perfect, it may not be as good, but we're going to do our best. We'll carry on.